This man stared the blazing hot iron rod without blinking. The gang leader was very impressed by him and poured tea for everyone. However, the water in the kettle had just boiled. No one could hold their cup steadily. But he tightly closed his eyes, let the hot water flow over his hand, and still drank his tea. The leader then declared that whoever could defeat the North Sea gang would be adopted as his son. The man knew this was his chance to change his fate, so he went alone to face the North Sea gang. However, the gang leader was already prepared. He was convinced that this young man could never defeat him and planned to finish him off with a single strike. However, the man's body was extremely agile, with both hands pressed to the ground. He managed to avoid danger. Seeing this, the North Sea gang leader immediately attacked with full force. The man struggled to hold his ground and even lost his weapon when he was kicked. However, the leader did not stop attacking. His sharp sword could easily cut through a birdcage. With his agility, the man grabbed the back of the sword just as the leader tried to pull it away. He took advantage of the opportunity to land a hard punch on the leader's face, then quickly moved behind him and struck the leader's head. He seized the knife and immediately threw it away. The leader tried to dodge, but the man attacked relentlessly using only his fists. Unable to fight back, the leader retreated, but ended up being killed by his own knife. As the man was about to claim his victory, the North Sea gang surrounded him. He knew he wouldn't win if he kept fighting. Suddenly, he grabbed someone, smashed a window, and jumped out of the building. As he was about to get up and escape, dozens of people appeared from both sides of the alley surrounding him. However, he just stared at them coldly, then charged into the crowd. With his impressive kung fu skills, every punch took down an enemy. Even stone walls couldn't withstand his blows. Although his abilities were extraordinary, more and more gang members kept arriving. In a moment of carelessness, he was kicked and fell to the ground. When his life was in danger, his brother set off firecrackers and rescued him amid the chaos. After returning to the headquarters, he lost consciousness due to his severe injuries, but his hand was still clutching the proof of his victory over the North Sea gang. The gang leader immediately kept his promise and announced that he would adopt the man as his son.